Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about CIIG merger. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So, today we're going to be talking about CIIG merger. And if you guys don't know what this company actually does, this company is a blank check company, right? But they're actually set to merge with a big EV company. It's known as Arrival. And if you guys don't know what Arrival actually is, Arrival is an EV company that's based out of the United Kingdom, right? As you guys know, there has been a lot of EV companies that are starting to IPO recently. A lot of them are coming out, and it's making investors very confused on which companies are actually worth the investment. So CIIG and Arrival, they're set to merge. Arrival is an EV company based out of the United Kingdom, but they don't specialize in making electric cars, but they actually specialize in making electric commercial vehicles. Commercial vehicles range between like buses and trains and stuff like that, right? A lot of companies do use commercial vehicles like for work and stuff like that. You have work vans and stuff like that. So it's actually going to be a huge company, but it's leading people to ask the question. Ever since CIIG merger actually announced that they're going to be merging with Arrival, it's made investors question, is this stock actually worth the investment at $32.80? Is this company going to go far, or are we going to get another just EV company that's just going to IPO and do absolutely nothing? As you guys know, this thing IPO'd pretty recently, guys. February 3rd of 2020. Earlier this year. You guys take a look. Ever since its IPO, it's up 230%. So it's had a decent amount of growth. Obviously, like I said, for me, the reason I think CIIG merger, or soon enough going to be known as Arrival, is going to be worth the investment is because of what they're actually specializing in. Like I said, specializing in specifically commercial vehicles, that's actually going to be a huge market. As you guys know, the EV market is starting to mature, and the EV market is starting to get more demand in general. You guys know Tesla and NIO and XPeng and all these other companies. They produce luxury cars, right? And they've been having a lot of volume. They've been selling a lot of cars, and they've been growing like crazy. While other stocks such as CIIG merger, Nikola, Hyliion, Workhorse, and all these other companies that are actually not specializing in selling cars, but are actually working to specialize in EV trucks, EV commercial vehicles. And guys, I'm telling you right now that market is absolutely going to be huge, because companies all over the world are going to be basically lined up to sign contracts with these types of companies. Why? Because companies in the long run, guys, they want to save money, right? All they care really about is the bottom line. Being able to have fully electric commercial vehicles, right, is going to save them not only a lot on maintenance costs, but gas, and it's going to save them a lot of money in the long term as well. Take, for example, Workhorse talking up a deal with USPS. The reason that deal is even going on in the first place is because it's going to save USPS a lot of money, and switching to electric vans in general is just cheaper. It's going to be the same with Arrival, guys. Arrival is specializing in electric commercial vehicles. Even Arrival saying themselves that there's going to be companies that are basically going to be lined up to sign deals with them, because they know that, companies in the long run, they want to save money. And I think that CIIG merger or Arrival, it's going to be a huge company, guys. And it's actually worth the investment. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice, guys. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I'm saying you guys should buy CIIG merger at $32.69 is because, guys, I know maybe not now or maybe not even in the next year, but guys, rolling up in the next 5 to 10 years, guys, these markets are actually going to be huge, because soon enough the electric car market is going to get saturated enough to the point where the growth is not going to grow forever, right? But guys, people are going to be looking towards these companies to actually be able to basically take us into the next decade. As I've said before, gas-powered cars and gas-powered vehicles are starting to get severely outdated. They're too expensive, and they're costing companies a lot of money. I know a lot of companies, once the perfection actually hits of these EV vehicles, these EV commercial vehicles in itself, I know that a lot of companies are actually going to start signing deals with these big electric commercial vehicle makers. But guys, that's not the only reason I'm telling you guys to invest in CIIG merger. Yes, the thought of what they're actually doing, the type of business model and the type of specific niche market they're aiming for is very attractive, and I know it's going to be a huge market. But guys, CIIG merger actually already has a deal signed with UPS. I believe it's 10,000 vehicles, and it's evaluated at $1.2 billion. That already shows that, a big time company like UPS has already signed a deal with this company to roll out 10,000 vans evaluated at $1.2 billion. It already goes to show, that this company just IPO'd this year and it's already signing deals with these big time companies. But it's not only that, guys. CIIG merger, the type of specific business plan they're after is they build micro factories, right? These micro factories basically are assembled factories that can be made very, very quickly in as short as 6 months. And that type of business model is very attractive. It's going to save them a lot of money, but it also is going to be able to ramp up production a lot more without having to wait for the time to actually build a big factory. Within recent news as well, guys, a lot of analysts are behind this stock. If you guys know, what made the stock actually rally this last week, guys, this stock is up 82% the last week is because Jim Cramer, who's an analyst, basically said that this company is going to be the son of Tesla, right? They said that this company is going to be the son of Tesla. Like, that caused the stock to rally 82% just this past week alone, causing the stock to do very, very well, but it's actually putting Arrival and CIIG merger on the radar. It's making investors starting to notice this company. But even beforehand, guys, I made a video about this company when it first, announced the deal with Arrival, and for me, I said, okay, they're specifying and just making commercial vehicles. Guys, that's an absolutely brilliant idea that's going to save companies a lot of money. Obviously, I'm super, super bullish on the EV market, but I'm also super, super bullish on this specific stock just because of the type of market that they're hitting in. Me working in the business world, I see it all the time that, there's so much use of commercial vehicles and buses, that companies are going to want to save money and companies are going to want to sign with Arrival to actually help cut costs, And like I said, with the rampant demand of the EV market in itself, it goes to show that this stock is going to be growing a lot in the long run, right? This is why I do think that people should be investing in CIIG merger at $32.76. Yes, it may have its ups. Yes, it may have its downs, but overall, I do think it's actually worth the investment. If you guys didn't know, the merger is actually set to take place the first quarter of 2021. We'll see how that goes. A lot of people do want to see a little bit more from the company itself before they actually invest in it, which is completely fine, guys, right? A lot of people do want to see the action before they actually put their hard-earned money into a company. For me, I started off with a small investment of just 100 shares just to see where the company is going to go. I bought in around $24, and so far I'm pleased with the results. But guys, I'm going to be holding this stock for a very long time. If they continue the trajectory that they're aiming to grow and the fact that they're hitting this specific market, I know it's going to be a huge market, guys. I know that there's going to be so much demand for electric commercial vehicles that this stock has no choice but to grow. Do I think it's going to grow as fast as Tesla or NIO? No, probably not, but I do think that CIIG merger should be on people's radars in the short term and in the long term because I know that Arrival is going to do very well and I know that Arrival is going to deliver as a stock. This is why I'm telling people right now that you guys should be picking up the stock right now while it's still cheap, because if the stock starts goes through the merger and starts landing deals and stuff like that, guys, you're going to be shooting yourselves in the foot for not picking up the stock when it was super, super cheap. So yes, guys, I do rate CIIG merger a buy at $32.60. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of CIIG merger. Do you guys think this stock is worth the investment? Do you guys think CIIG merger or Arrival is going to be the next EV giant? If you guys own shares of this company, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.